The Sixth Crusade, lasting from 1228 to 1229, stands out in the annals of history. It broke from the tradition of bloody conflict that defined previous crusades. Instead, it sought to reclaim Jerusalem through diplomacy and negotiation. By the early 13th century, the Crusader states in the Levant were faltering. Jerusalem had fallen to Saladin in 1187. The loss of this holy city weighed heavily on the Christian world. Previous crusades had achieved limited success, leaving the remaining territories vulnerable. The Sixth Crusade, spearheaded by the Holy Roman Emperor Frederick II, marked a stark departure from the violent confrontations of the past. Frederick II, a man of considerable intellect and political acumen, understood the limitations of military force. He saw an opportunity for a different approach, one rooted in diplomacy. His counterpart in this endeavor was Al-Kamil, the Ayyubid Sultan of Egypt. Al-Kamil controlled Jerusalem and the surrounding territories. Internal conflicts within the Muslim world had weakened his position, making him receptive to a negotiated settlement. Frederick II, despite being excommunicated by Pope Gregory IX for his delays in launching the crusade, held significant sway in Europe and the Mediterranean. His diplomatic skills, combined with Al-Kamil's pragmatic approach, paved the way for a peaceful resolution to the conflict. The Sixth Crusade, therefore, stands as a testament to the power of diplomacy, even amidst the fervor of religious war. It demonstrated that dialogue and compromise could achieve what years of bloodshed could not. Frederick II, Holy Roman Emperor and King of Sicily, played a pivotal role in the Sixth Crusade. Despite facing excommunication, his influence remained undeniable. Frederick understood the complexities of the situation in the Holy Land. He knew that a solely military solution was unlikely to succeed. His decision to engage in diplomacy was a testament to his strategic thinking. Al-Kamil, the Ayyubid Sultan, found himself in a precarious position. Internal strife within the Muslim world had weakened his grip on power. Facing the threat of a Crusader army, he recognized the strategic advantage of a negotiated peace. Al-Kamil was a shrewd ruler, willing to make concessions to secure his position. The negotiations between Frederick and Al-Kamil were complex and fraught with challenges. Both leaders had to navigate internal pressures and external threats. Frederick's excommunication complicated matters, but he skillfully used his political capital to advance the negotiations. Al-Kamil, for his part, recognized the potential benefits of an alliance with the Holy Roman Empire. The diplomatic dance between these two powerful figures culminated in a treaty that surprised many. It was a testament to their political skill and their willingness to prioritize peace over continued conflict. The treaty, while temporary, marked a significant achievement in the history of the Crusades. It proved that even in the midst of religious fervor, dialogue and diplomacy could prevail. The treaty signed by Frederick II and Al-Kamil was a triumph of diplomacy. It stipulated the return of Jerusalem, Bethlehem, and Nazareth to Christian control. This agreement, reached without a major military confrontation, marked a radical departure from the bloodshed that had come to define the Crusades. The treaty's terms were carefully crafted to address the concerns of both sides. Christian pilgrims were granted free access to the holy sites in Jerusalem, a concession of great religious significance. The city itself, however, remained under the administration of Al-Kamil, ensuring Muslim control over its governance. This delicate balance of power aimed to maintain a fragile peace in the region. The treaty was not without its limitations. It was valid for only 10 years, a temporary solution to a deeply rooted conflict. Moreover, the fortifications of Jerusalem remained under Muslim control, a point of contention for some within the Christian world. Despite its limitations, the treaty represented a significant achievement. It demonstrated that dialogue and compromise could yield tangible results, even in the context of a religious war. The treaty's legacy extended beyond its specific terms. It offered a glimmer of hope in a region torn apart by conflict, proving that peaceful coexistence was not an impossible dream. The Sixth Crusade left an indelible mark on history. It shattered the mold of previous crusades, proving that diplomacy could achieve what brute force could not. The treaty between Frederick II and Al-Kamil, while temporary, restored Christian control over Jerusalem and other holy sites. This achievement, accomplished without a major battle, underscored the power of negotiation. The Crusades' legacy, however, is not without its complexities. Some criticized Frederick II for negotiating with Muslims while under excommunication. They argued that the treaty's terms were too lenient and did not secure a lasting peace in the Holy Land. Indeed, the treaty's 10-year lifespan proved insufficient to bridge the divide between Christendom and the Islamic world. Despite its limitations, the Sixth Crusade remains a pivotal moment in the history of the Crusades. It demonstrated that even in the midst of religious fervor, dialogue and compromise were possible. The treaty may have been short-lived, but it offered a glimpse of what could be achieved through diplomacy. The Sixth Crusade serves as a reminder that history is not always written in blood. Sometimes the most enduring victories are won not on the battlefield, but at the negotiating table. The echoes of this crusade, with its emphasis on diplomacy over warfare, continue to resonate centuries later.